What's up, guys? It's Troy D. It's like 6 in the morning, and I'm still awake because I'm actually reviewing for something right now. But I saw a post by a friend of mine, Brian, and I thought that, you know, it wouldn't involve the fragrance community, kind of like the community I'm in. So, first and foremost, if you got into my channel because this video and you're not from the fragrance community, I'm just saying that this is a widespread thing, but it also has affected the fragrance community. And so basically where I'm at, we have people with Instagram accounts that are posting their own photos of fragrances, and they're getting disabled again. So this man, I made a disabled Instagram video like a couple years ago. It seems like I gotta do this again uh, before stuff gets real bad. Why am I qualified to speak on this? Because this has happened to me maybe more than 8 times over the past like 4 to 5 years. Because one of my businesses is an Instagram business, and I had to fight tooth and nail for this stuff. And I had to win every single time, but every single time that I won, I also lost a lot because of the times that my Instagram account was disabled. And now this is happening to fragrance Instagrams, which is like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not even an income thing, but it's mostly like just hard work being put on their Instagrams over the years. A lot of photos, a lot of work, a lot of artistry gone in an instant because they got reported for infringement, trademark, copyright. Uh, so I had to do this stat. I had to make this video ASAP Rocky to help the fragrance community. But if you're not from the fragrance community and you had your Instagram disabled this way, hear me out. This is really important. So, anyways, I'm going to explain to you guys the situation. Basically, here's what's going on. The parent company, okay, of these brands, okay, they don't like, posting on Instagram, like either it's fakes, like people posting fake stuff. Maybe that's rampant. Or, I mean, mostly it's just fake stuff, right? And that's why it's like infringement, really. But they hire these bot companies. It's robot. It's they're basically you can call trademark protection software. They all sound the same. Uh, Copyright protection software companies. I gone through like 7 of them, and the crazy part is, it seems like it's the same software. It's the same software being sold to, I believe, different companies, and then those different companies get to market it to different brands. So they pitch to these brands like, "Hey, LVMH, we'll work for you. We're going to catch all those bad guys. We'll catch all those people selling fake stuff, infringing on your rights. Hey, New Balance, let's do that. Hey," and they market so hard to these like main companies, and of course the main companies are buying it, and they're like, "Yeah, sure, let's zap all those bad guys, all those infringers. Let's take care of them." So they'll agree to these bots. But here's the thing, guys. This is how I know it. Like, it's basically one software. It's not even like multiple softwares. One performs better than the other, because these bot companies are actually like indiscriminately like reporting. Okay, uh, there's no human behind this stuff. It's so crazy. And how do I know this? Because you are seeing people that are they just have regular photos of stuff getting their whole Instagrams disabled, and why do they do this? They do this because the bot companies, the more that they disable, the more they disable, the better, because they're gonna have these numbers, these inflated numbers of like, "Oh, we disabled like 100,000 infringers," and then they can tell that to all the companies, and then they can market even more and then get more clients. So the more people, the more Instagram accounts they zap, the better it is for them. And that's bad news for all of us, because What happens is that they run a software that just crawls all over your Instagram. So if you're using hashtags, which is like an Instagram thing, like it's a good thing to use hashtags because you go viral. Well, those bots are gonna crawl through those hashtags, and they're gonna, dude, report. It's not a human, it's a bot. It'll report indiscriminately, nonstop. So you don't know, like, for me, for example, there'd be a time where, like, it would crawl over my site, and then I would get reported like one in the morning, and then one later in the afternoon, and then one in the evening, just over the same brand. Like, let's say I had like jeans posted on my Instagram, like, of course, like different times, different, dates. I mean, it would crawl through the gram, and they would like report it one by one. And the thing is, with Instagram, you can only literally take, like, they'll give you maybe sometimes it's 20, but it's like it's 20 for the entire lifetime. Okay. uh I'm not sure if that's shorter, if you get like 10 strikes now on Instagram. But the thing is, those strikes never get removed either. So wow, man. So they'll hit you, and these things will keep reporting indiscriminately. They'll keep reporting your stuff up until the strike count hits to the point where you get disabled. So that's what's going on even in the fragrance community. Because let's say somebody's like a Guerlain lover, and he's got like 20 Guerlain perfumes over like a 2-year period or 3-year period or maybe 6 months. You got 20 Guerlain stuff. Well, it'll report it one by one. Okay, so in the beginning it'll report it, and you'll be like, okay, I'm sorry, but that's a robot. It's not, it's a software. It's not a human. They don't take sorries. They'll keep going and going and going until you're done, until your Instagram account is wiped out, and you're gonna be like another statistic, for them. And it sucks because in many cases you'll never get it back. In my case, I fought tooth and nail because it was like a family business, and dude, I got it every time I fought. I got it back, but like I said, I lost every single time because I lost time, I lost resources, I lost, the ability to produce income because the Instagram was down. And yeah, I mean, and that ultimately forced me to just make my shit private because going public, like I told you guys, you could be sleeping and these things would be reporting your Instagram. You wake up and it's just gone. Okay. So anyways, what will happen if, what do you do when this happens? All right. So first things first, guys, is that when this happens to you, you got to check the report. Usually Instagram will give you a report either on the software itself, on the app itself, or it'll give you a report on your email. The email, remember this, the email that you signed up with. So just in case you changed your email over time, the email you signed up with, that's where the report is. And you have to keep those reports. You have to have the report number. You have to get the who reported you and what for, what post was it. You got to remember that, okay? Now, there's two things. There's trademark infringement, and then there's copyright. So two things. The copyright, if you get a copyright infringement, you can basically battle it out with I forgot what it was, but it's basically where you waive Instagram. You waive the Instagram protections. Basically, the reason why Instagram like disables your account is because they don't want to get sued. So the one way on the copyright side, but then again, you really have to look into this, is where you kind of say, okay, so I'll get sued. I'll fight you guys, and you can sue me instead. And then there's a report for that. I forgot the report, but there's a report for copyright where you have to write it back that you're waiving those rights, and within 12 days or something, if they don't respond, you get your Instagram back. But then it's not, these bots aren't copyright bots. Here's the thing. They're like trademark bots. And when you have trademark, when you're reported for trademark, you can't do that thing. So how do I know that? Because my lawyers told me that. You can't do that thing where you go, okay, fine, I'm going to call your bluff. I'm going to waive my right to get sued. You can sue me, but I think I'm correct. Instagram serves it on the other side. They don't sue you. You get your Instagram back. That's copyright. But if it's trademark, folks, there's nothing like that, okay? So that's a tough one. And I assume with these fragrance Instagrams getting disabled, is probably trademark, because it's like, from what Brian said, it was LVMH. So that's trademark. That's LV. So anyways, you gotta find out first and foremost from the report, okay, who reported you, okay? Sometimes it will say LVMH. It'll say the parent company. Sometimes it'll be like the bot company, okay? But either way, on the post which is the parent company. Like, let's say if it is, a Guerlain post and it got killed, Guerlain is a parent company. The parent company is LVMH. So it's LVMH, right? Now, you got to ask me, what's better, report to the bot company or LVMH? I would say both, okay? I would say both. And I don't know how it works with perfumery, but with most products, okay, as long as, and this is how I've won every single case. As long as you purchase the item, okay, you purchase the item legitimately, it's yours. You can do like basically whatever you want with it. If you want to make photos with it, whatever, you want to sell it, it doesn't matter. No, that is the law. It's called the first sale rule. Okay, so you can do whatever you want with it. So if the bot, I'm not even gonna say them like LVMH, if the bot, who doesn't really know stuff, is just indiscriminately doing this, does that, and you say, well, you know what, first and foremost, this item is something I own, I bought it with my own money, they're gonna lose, okay, obviously, by logic. But does that really happen in actuality? No, because first off, they're not even gonna listen to you. They're not even gonna really answer your emails. How do I know that? Because, my gosh, everybody else that was like, at that time when this happened to me and other people, like, who had smaller accounts and just personal Instagrams, man. Like, like I said, it was just like their hard work. Sorry, I'm trying to hold this phone up. A lot of their hard work, LVMH don't care. They're like, well, whatever, bye. Like, they won't even answer you, okay? So you really do need, man, like somewhat of a threat, and you need a good lawyer. You need a lawyer at least to make a letter, okay? That's if you want a shortcut. You need a lawyer to make a letter. So of course you got to consult with a lawyer. Might cost you. So that's where, like, depending, and then that's the sad part, because I mean, a lot of people, like, Instagrams, like, they don't feel like they need to pay for it, you know what I mean? So, but it's just a lot of hard work and it sucks. But in this case, if you do have a lawyer, hopefully, you got to make him write it out, that, hey, you know what, send it to LVMH, and they'll see, oh my God, it's like a legal thing, right? That's the only thing that's going to push him, really. If you're going to come to LVMH, be like crying and like, you guys ruined my life, you ruined my Instagram, blah, 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 man, they're not going to answer you. You got to come in with some legal stuff and be like, if you don't return my Instagram, you're going to be liable for damages. If you don't return it ASAP Rocky, you're going to be liable for damages. That's the way to get their attention, okay? Again, but if you're really a copyright or trademark infringer, sorry, you can't get it back. But for a lot of people I know that they had their accounts disabled is because of the bot that doesn't really care, okay? So you go to LVMH or whoever the main company is, and you serve them this legal letter from your lawyer saying, hey, you know what, this post right here and these posts right there, these are owned products. He can do whatever he wants with them, and you guys try to sue it for copy. You try to report it for trademark infringement, and now his Instagram's down, his lifestyle, he's got, lifestyle is down, emotional distress, whatever. You're liable for damages. That's the only way they're gonna act. So usually, I mean, that's one way. Another way is to literally, dude, call their headquarters and look for the person in charge of legal, uh any legal copyright. That's happened to me. I had success with that. I literally called the company, and no joke, I badgered them, yo. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna stop until I get somebody to answer me. And my god, that took forever too, man. It sucks. Like, they don't understand how, man, they could just rip away a lot of your work, and it's just like, to them it's nothing. But I mean, I tried that worked actually, just calling the headquarters. Now, the other thing too is you got to find out, if there is the bot software company. Now, these bot software companies, okay, it's kind of useless to hit them up, because first off, they hide their everything. Like, their name, the name of the company, there's no website associated with it. Usually there's none. It's usually, they have these websites online where they say, oh, we're brand protection software, but really there's like several of them and you don't know which is which. So it's almost pointless. They don't have a phone number, because what they're trying to do is to make it impossible for you to get your account back. So they won't have a phone number, and even if they do, it's some Google number that nobody answers. Okay, even if you call a million times, you go with their email, they don't answer you. So the best way is to really hit up the parent company, and you have to convince the parent company that they made a mistake. And if they don't return your account, badge, they're gonna get something from you. You know what I mean? You're gonna take it legal, yo. Okay, and that's the only way. And the thing is, that process, say it works, and say the parent company hits you right back. That's a whole process too, because now they gotta hit up the other company, the bot company. And in many, many cases, probably 99%, guess where these bot companies are from? Europe. They're from Europe. So basically, they're on a different ass time zone. So they won't even answer. So like each day, and that was the sucky part for me, like each day I was losing income just because the bot company was in Europe, and they were also taking a minute. And now it's coronavirus, so that made things worse, because it's corona. They don't have anybody really, and no people working, just allowing those bots to go rampant and destroy people's lives, the Instagram accounts. That's gonna take a while. Oh my gosh. And you have to press them both. Once you figure it out who the bot company is, every day you gotta email the main company, and then you gotta email the bot company, and you gotta tell them, yo, get your to work. Because if not, you really have to reiterate, every single day you're losing income. Every single day you're getting distressed, because this is an Instagram account that you use for whatever personal or business reasons. You gotta tell them every single day. You gotta hit them up, send the email right before they wake up in Madrid, Spain, and you got to hit up the main company in New York. I got to the point where, no joke, guys, like one of these companies, I went all the way to like the head of like Universal. Like he had to do something about it, because we were hitting them hard, and we're telling them, yo, if you don't really retain this, it's already been like half a month. Because the way, when they say we'll fix it, that's gonna take a month, guys. Trust me, it's gonna take a month. It's gonna take a long ass time for your thing to come back. Why? Because even if through all that hassle, let's say the main company agrees with you, and even the bot company agrees with you and says they're sorry, here's the other problem. Now they gotta retract their reports. And that takes time again. the whole retraction takes like a week, and then Instagram has to process those retractions. And I don't know if you've seen retraction reports. They're in the billions, like millions to billions. I don't know, but it was like a lot of numbers. Millions to billions. That's how these bot companies are just destroying basically Instagram. They're destroying Instagram. Like people can't just post whatever they want. It's not even going to go viral anymore because you got to watch out. You put a photo of a perfume and suddenly it's a trademark violation. And you'll wonder where the heck your friends went because a lot of their accounts got disabled. Like I said, the thing that prompted me to make this video was that there were 5 or 6 Instagrams that were disabled as of yesterday. So it means that, the parent company hired this bot company pretty much recently. So anyways, the retraction is going to take a while. And then even if they retract it, you don't even know when that thing is going to come back, when your Instagram account will actually come back. It's not like, oh, we retract it today, it'll come back today. For me, like it happened at random, usually like 4, 5, 6 days even after the retractions. And even if I told them over and over, the bot company would say, we already retracted it. And I would be like, send me some proof that you retracted it. And they'd be like, they would send me proof. They're like, here's the actual email we sent Instagram. But now the problem is it's COVID and Instagram now doesn't have enough people to reactivate your account. So it's a lot of, oh man, it's a lot of boohoo. But anyways, the point is, guys, is that let's say you get it back. I would suggest just going private, okay? And find other traffic ways to bring people to your Instagram, maybe like YouTube like this. But I'm telling you guys that, even if you restore your gram, just remember that if there was like one bot company that reported you, there's 8 others or 9 others, and they will report you. So actually, even if I had gone through several bot companies and they all promised to whitelist me and they're like, we'll never report you again, I learned that, dude, that's not enough, because there are other bot companies. Like every day there's a bot company trying to like pitch something and they'll hit you. So, it might be smart right now to go private. It might be smart to delete your hashtags, because that's the way that they're doing it. I mean, they're crawling it through the hashtags. So you might want to delete your hashtag. But then again, what if you have like a 3-year Instagram and you're not going to go back and delete hashtags, are you? I mean, maybe, but so it might be a good idea immediately to go private so you don't get reported, you don't get, the bots never get in, and you got to do that. And actually my wife suggested me that and I didn't listen to her. So at one point my Instagram got zapped because I didn't listen to her. She was like, put it in private now, and I was just like, no, it's not gonna happen. It happened because it's a bot. So yeah, that is the unfortunate situation on Instagram. Hopefully this helps you guys deter this from happening to begin with. But if it's already happened, you got to do what I tell y'all on this video. Again, the thing that prompted me is I was like, oh my gosh, like, my Instagram is mostly on fashion, and I have a YouTube channel now for perfume reviews. And then now the perfume community, poor guys and gals, are getting zapped now by this problem, which is like, really, the perfume, like why are y'all attacking the perfume people? Like, it's crazy. So that prompted me to make this video. Brian, thanks for putting this out into the attention of many, because trust me, guys, like if they don't watch this and they just put up their Instagrams like that, they're gonna get zapped anyways, because like I said, that bot is just indiscriminate. It's gonna keep going and going and going. It doesn't stop. So thanks, Brian. And this post by Brian made me straight up like want to make this video, even if like it's 7 a.m. I've been up all night studying. You see the eye bags in my eyes. I mean, I look hella tired, but I gotta do this, because if I don't release this video and y'all don't see this, man, your account might be gone today, based on what Brian was saying. your account might be gone today very fast. So and this is for everybody. It's not just perfume, guys. It's everybody. Hope you guys get to save your accounts, and that's all. And if you have any questions, just write it below. I'll try to answer them. Okay. So until then, I'll see you guys. I'm headed to bed. Good night.